Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense set on first down. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He wants to pass it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the field.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quick pass on the jet motion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Fast motion from the offense. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got his man quickly. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
A first down run in the red zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires and picked off. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Ohio State 7, South Carolina 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that ball is picked off. Pass to 50. The 30. Pass to 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires toward the target. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not...
Intercepted.
The pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. On the move. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay,
afterburners coming. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast.
A shot toward the end zone. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 12, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner goes down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking for space. It's Wiggins. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. Trucks through the defender. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Here comes the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They're facing a third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
From the 30-yard line on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Ohio State 21, South Carolina 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, South Carolina! A great catch and run for 6. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up 14 over Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you have got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
And really nice job by the defense. Understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Snags it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Man, they wanted that lead to go for it, and it paid off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on second down. The sure hands, it's Graham. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him down. Top run picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They move on top here in the fourth.
Number 23 with the carry.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. The snap sets up the throw. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 22. He'll bring it back looking for help. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. On the move is the 30. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Tamatova. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. The play-action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Amatova. Into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And they got him for the sack. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays